Hey legends, it's Leisha. I've just got squishy towel face because I've just had a massage. I was heading over to have my massage, which was amazing. It's about 10 minutes away from where we live. And we had this thing happen yesterday where a coach, one of the coaches that used to be kind of like an accountability coach for us in one of our programs, unfortunately, tragically lost his life over in Bali. And I don't know him that well, but a lot of our friends do know him. A lot of my coaching friends are good mates with him, and it's really affected them. And so I was thinking of something that came up, and I did batshit crazy mum this morning as well, which some of you guys have heard me talk about, where I kind of just lose my shit. It happened this morning. But as I was reflecting, as I'm driving over to have my massage, something really, really struck me, and I'm like, I want to share this. And I thought, at least if I've had a massage, I'm going to be all floaty, and hopefully what I have to say will make sense. But here's what happened this morning. So, we've been flat out, business accelerator day, whatever, living in a bit of vortex, loving what we're doing and managing pretty well. I look around the house, it looks like a basket case. Our cleaners come on a Wednesday, they clean, and I'm totally okay with that. I have no issues. I just like it to be tidy. And there was just shit from backside to breakfast. And I'm like, seriously, it was pack up night last night, guys. Why is there crap all over the bench? But here's what really happened. And I was thinking about this on my way over to my massage. Toby's talking about Cubs next week and the drone that he got for his birthday, and that he was really excited. He asked the Cub leader if he could take his drone next week to show the Cub pack. And he's talking about this. I'm a bit bored. I'm a bit pissed off. I can't get lunch boxes on the bench. There's shit everywhere. And instead of listening and kind of holding the space and coming from a place of love and abundance, mid-sentence of him, I cut in and I'm like, why is there shit everywhere? And had a bit of a rant. Now, I apologize for that behavior later, because it's not, it's not good, it's not bad, it's just so, but still, I take responsibility for my own state. And I was sitting in the car and I said to the kids, I'm really sorry that I was grumpy, and I am really sorry that I interrupted, because me being grumpy didn't serve us this morning and it didn't help. And Toby says to me, that's okay. I said, actually, it's not. It's not. He said, no, but we forgive you, Mum, and we'll always forgive you. And there was a part of me that's like, that's cute. That's what I say to him. But I was thinking about it later and I'm like, holy shit, he's right. When we stop and when we are constantly saying things to our kids, not only will they parrot them back to us, but he really meant that. And what he was saying was, it's okay, Mum, to be real. And I think sometimes, like, I see and I hear from, in party groups and in whispers that it's not okay to be real in this group sometimes, that if people are not doing great, they want to hide. And I'm like, that is a reflection maybe of the leaders not showing always that they are real. Now, what actually brought all this up for me was I was thinking about our mate Frankie, and there's a GoFundMe page to bring this guy from Bali back home, bring his body back home. He was living over there for an extended period of time, so I don't believe that there's insurance involved, and his family's not all that well off, so there's doing a GoFundMe page to bring him back. And I was thinking, we should, do I know him well enough? Yeah, you know what, we're going to put some money in. And I thought, my instant thought was, I wonder what James would say. And I thought, I'll just do it without telling him. And then, just don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. And I'm like, who does that serve? And what I realized in that moment is that if I overcompensate for my family, when we overcompensate for our family or our team members or people around us, we rob them of the opportunity to be generous. If I don't include James in the decision-making process in that moment, all I'm doing is serving me and getting shit done. When I say to James, who is an incredibly generous man and might think me a bit odd, but won't judge and will be 100% behind whatever I want to spend money on because that's what he's like. The response that I came up with in my head wasn't James. It has nothing to do with him, and everything to do with where everything to do with where I'm at, or where I was at, I should say, before my massage. And when we overcompensate, whether it's in our family, when I was thinking about the shit everywhere, if I go in and just clean that up because it's easier, there's less arguments and I can do it quicker and more efficiently anyway, I am robbing my children of the opportunity to know what it's like to have order in their areas and have order in their space. If I go and just dismiss my son when he actually says we forgive you and we love you and we don't really care, and it doesn't matter if it happens again, Mum, because it probably will, and we'll just always forgive you because that's what family does. If I dismiss that, I am robbing him of the opportunity of giving to his mum and giving to people around him. And so many times when we are busy, we forget to actually stop compensating for those around us, because it does not serve them and it certainly doesn't serve us. Yeah, we might get shit done, but it ends up being about ego and not about being in flow. And often this can happen if we look at the behavioral profiling, D's have a lot more trouble connecting. And D's will just see, because, and this is also big picture thinking, that if you can see 8 steps ahead of everybody else around you, you tend to operate and make decisions 8 steps ahead of everybody else around you. But it does not serve your team to learn what you want them to do. All it does is get shit done in the moment and help you get to that end goal in that moment, but it does not allow the other people around you to learn, to serve, to grow, to actually live in their abundance, to actually be able to flow. So if this is resonating, use it as a check-in. I'm really grateful to my unconscious mind for bringing this to my awareness on the way to my massage, and then giving me a couple of hours to just kind of chill while I had a massage and also gave a massage. To be able to mull this over and go, you know what? It's okay if we're not always flowing and sitting in our hearts and stuff like that. Like, that's totally normal. And to have awareness around, are we over functioning for other people? Because it's exhausting. My goodness, I've only got 3 other people in my family. I got enough shit going on in my own life that I don't need to be overcompensating and functioning for them as well. But it's such a good awareness to go, who's this serving? And what could I do even better for next time? How about I actually carve out some time to hang out with my kids and get a bit of tidying up done before the cleaners come, rather than mid-sentence of someone sharing stuff, actually blaming people around me. Because what I'm doing is actually holding them accountable for what I think I should have done. And that's not great. That's actually not the kind of mum that I want to be. It's not the kind of it's not the kind of life that I live. But it was such a great teachable moment to go, you know what, guys, we're never going to get it right. We're never going to get it perfect. But we've got to have awareness around how is this actually playing out for me in the context? Because that was 3 very small examples in my internal thoughts today. And what flipped it was I did, what brought my awareness to it was I did the morning ritual. And I'm like, when I got into my heart and started to listen, I'm like, some of the stuff that's gone on today doesn't match up. That's not where I want to play. And so for you guys, where are you overcompensating? And who are you overcompensating for, and how's it working for you? Feel free to share. If there's something has stood out to this, feel free to share. I guess it's an invitation to be encouraging to you, to go, just love yourself where you're at. Do whatever you need to be able to get back into your heart. Morning ritual, have a massage, have some Bowen, whatever it is. And then make the switch back to go, you know what? I choose to live here, because when I live here, everyone around me thrives on all levels. And that's what I love. That's what I'm here to do. Have an absolutely epic day, legends, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next video.